Okay, you were right. I was wrong. I'm a dumbass.
Your manager, the victim, was in on it.
Huh?
Something big like that wouldn't go unnoticed. Especially not with someone working as closely as her manager with her. Timmons knew all about her fraud. Eh.
Hold on. Shouldn't you show some sort of proof for this? You can't just go around accusing the dead.
I do have something to back it up. While it may not be the strongest, combining it with what we've already been told will teach us wonders. This shows that Mr. Timmons was involved.
And it was that picture.
Yeah, now you show that picture. Remember this picture? We already discussed that Timmons is there. That's ridiculous. The photo wasn't good enough for the press, so it shouldn't be good enough for here.
The press are retarded.
Yeah, the press also released it.
Yeah.
Take a look at what you're holding. What's that? That looks like sheet music. Ah! What was it, Washington? One of your new songs? It doesn't matter. Yes, I think it does. The notes may be blurred here, but I'm sure we could have the police re-examine it. Shut up! Shut up! Fine, even if it was stolen, it doesn't mean I killed the jerk. If he was working for me, I'd want to keep him around. He's a jerk now? So you do have hostile feelings toward him. What I mean is he was really rude. I never liked the guy. I kept him around only because I had to. But I didn't want to see him dead. I'm being honest, really.
You're a liar.
Oh, that sounds believable. Wipe that stupid grin off your face. Nothing changed between us last night. I'm still the same as I was then.
A murderer?
Nothing's different. Nothing!
Yeah.
Ugh.
Miss Washington, calm down. Try not to hurt yourself.
Sorry, I just gripped the mic too tight. That is a mic?
Yeah, it's a mic.
It does not look like a mic.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I just don't see the reasoning in this. Mr. Timmons' involvement does not point to her as the murderer. In fact, this could easily be used against you. Oh no, Phoenix.
You're right. This doesn't change anything.
Did you murder the dude? Don't give up, Nick. Think. There has to be something that changed since last night.
What would it matter? Her view of the victim is the only motive. It doesn't actually prove she did it.
That can't be the only thing that's different. Somebody dying affects a whole lot of stuff. There must be something else that's changed.
I don't understand how Phoenix could go from, like, he was the bumbling idiot, then he was the guy that knew everything in Follow Justice, and now he's the bumbling idiot again.
Yeah, well...
What else is different? What's new today that wasn't there yesterday?
The glove.
What?
Or the bracelet. I assume we present...
What's new today that wasn't there yesterday? When was the newspaper published?
I don't think it's going to tell us that. See?
Fuck.
It's the glove.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the only difference.
Let's do it. I was right.
Yeah.
I'm not a dumbass.
This photo taken last night will be our view into the past.
That again? How so? It's just her singing. You dumbass.
Yes, and the way she's doing it, the way she's doing so tells us everything.
What?
How is she different here from today? Bracelet. Obviously. Witness. Right now you're holding your microphone with your right hand. Why is that?
Yeah.
I always hold it like that. Really, these photos seem to indicate otherwise. You're left-handed, aren't you? I've noticed that glove on your hand. Does it fit? If not...
God. OJ, no!
You weren't wearing it during the concert. In fact, it seems to have replaced your trademark bracelet that you supposedly wear everywhere. So? There isn't a law against wearing gloves?
Yeah, there is. It just happened.
Ask Michael Jackson. Why would you suddenly put it on for the trial? In both of these photos, you are using objects left-handedly.
We going southpaw.
Something about that don't sound right. Why aren't you doing that today? Because you can't. When you get excited, you hold your microphone with both hands, and I can tell it hurts. Sometime last night you hurt your hand, and you're using that glove to cover it up.
Witness, will you please take off your...
No! You can't make me take it off because I'm using a different hand than usual! Ow! What if I knew how you hurt yourself? Would that convince you?
It would convince me. If you can show that, the witness will be required to remove the glove. Well, how did she hurt her hand?
Smashing the camera on his face?
I would assume it's the camera.
Hmm.
Either that, or we do the picture and then highlight the blood.
I mean, the blood came from his head.
Yeah. We know that the camera hit his head. I don't know.
I just present the camera.
Yep.
This camera shattered upon hitting Mr. Timmons' head. That's not the only thing that got hurt in the process. I'd assume several pieces of hard plastic breaking apart in someone's hand would be enough to injure them.
That's right. The attacker would get hurt too. Miss Washington, please remove that glove at once. Oh my, look at that.
Her hand!
No wonder she seemed to be in pain. She's seemed to be in pain.
Ooh, ah!
Well, we don't get to see it.
I'm a monkey! Get a good look, everyone. This doesn't prove anything. How doesn't it? So my hand got hurt. Big deal. You don't know when or where.
God damn it. I believe she's right. We don't know that the camera actually caused the injury. Can you believe this? After all that?
Actually, I guess they're right. The camera is circumstantial. There's not decisive proof that she hit Timmons with it.
But you do have evidence to show, don't you?
Good question. This is stupid. You don't have it, do you? One chance, got it?
No.
That don't look right.
We going negative.
If you can't prove it by then you're just trying to mislead everybody.
Mr. Wright, do you have evidence to show how this happened?
Evidence?
Why
What's
is
that?
the judge going along with it?
I should tread carefully here. This is my last chance. Do I have anything to prove it?
No, I would assume not.
But if you say no now, we'll probably lose.
Probably want that.
What does Phoenix Wright do best? He
I
bluffs.
mean, every time they ever ask you in the official games,
That's not
you
true.
got something to present?
Not every
A lot
time.
of the time. A lot of the time.
Not every time. Also,
But
I
do
don't
we-
like how no is the first option.
Do we have evidence, though? We have a camera that shows this.
Save.
I mean, check her hand.
Save.
How do I save?
Hit escape.
Oh, we're just doing this.
Go to saves,
Uh,
and then save game. And then try saying yes or no. Let's just see what happens.
I was right.
Actually, I don't have anything to prove that. But I don't need to. Okay, was that just frozen, or
What?
what happened whenever it switched to her?
It was just,
On my screen, it switched to her, froze, and then switched back to him.
Oh.
A clear motive. A definite opportunity.
A definite
Well,
opportunity.
I almost said definitive. Several pieces of circumstantial evidence. And your overall suspicious behavior through the whole trial. We don't have anything truly solid. That's exactly the reason we have the new jurist system.
Yay!
Jurists? I've shown everything I can, and it'll be enough.
In the dark age of the law. Oh.
Let's let them decide your fate, Miss Washington. If you ask me, their verdict should be pretty obvious. It's not hard to see the truth right now. They wouldn't. Not me. After today, we'll see. Time to see how much your adoring fans actually love you.
This is actually a pretty decent way to get the jurist system in.
Yeah? But they love me. My career. My fans. But we don't even get to see that. Oh, okay.
Everything you need's right on that there camera. You'll need that to build our case.
Thank you. I'm sure I can dig something up.
Swell! We're finally going to nab that nasty woman.
Who was she? It was nobody. Are you sure about that? I know I've seen her before. I said it was nobody. You've been really paranoid lately, you know that? Well, maybe it's for a reason. That's it. I knew I recognized her. It was that reporter woman. I've seen you two together. How did she get in here? She wasn't supposed to be at my concerts. You let her in. Look, I needed to find out how much she knew. She's on to us. Well, do something. Stop her. I can't. She just entrusted me with the only evidence she has. She doesn't suspect me yet, but if I destroy it, she will. You're taking the fall, Washington. What? I'm not covering for you if it means my own skin. I'll take the rap for old Mikey. Okay? But I'm not going down with you. I'll play along with heart and hope I make it out of this myself. Sorry, lady, nothing to do. You can't turn me in. I can't believe you'd do this to me. Gah. It's true. I can't write my own music. Why did she just admit to everything instead of waiting for the juror? Whatever. I can't write my own music. I've never been very good at it. I started copying some lesser-known singers, but they found out and threatened to sue. I couldn't let that happen. My career would be finished. So I went to them for help. Vic worked for them. He scared the others into dropping the charges. The stories never made it to the press. Somebody was bound to catch on sooner or later. Did you think this would end well for you? I couldn't help it. I was scared. I had to do something. They were the only ones I could think to turn to. But then I was in too deep. Those people have been blackmailing me ever since, forcing me to give them money. I was too rich and famous for them to let me walk away. I had to get rid of Vic when he said he'd turn me in. Everybody was going to hate me. I think you'll have a hard time convincing anyone to like you now. You don't feel sorry for me?
No.
Not particularly. I mean, who couldn't?
Washington, please shut up. Go away. You are guilty of many crimes, Miss Washington. Murder being only one of them. You had better hope the jurists in your own trial take pity for your actions. I know I certainly don't.
But...
Bailiff, please take her away. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears you still have what it takes.
I guess this game came out after Apollo Justice, but before the 5th game. Like, that would be my guess as to when this came out. Thank you, Your Honor.
I believe that after the witness's confession, there shouldn't be any more to discuss. Mr. Payne, you haven't said anything for a while. Would you agree with this?
We're back to this, then.
It seems once again he's lost his words. In any case, I will hand this over to the jurists. They may decide their verdict. The verdict is back. Their decision was unanimous. This court finds the defendant a lot of heart. Hooray. Oh, no confetti.
No confetti? It's a failure of a game.
Court is adjourned. Well, what do you know? You actually did it. I'm sure sorry to have doubted you.
We've met before.
I don't know who you are. I never met you before in my life. I guess I'm sorry for a lot of things.
Sorry? What for?
The trial really taught me something. I've been witnessing so many cases. Now I know what it's like to be on the hot seat. It's darn right awful having everybody pointing fingers at you. I'm never testifying against nobody, never again.
Lada, there's nothing wrong with testifying in court.
It was hell.
As long as the wrong people aren't put away, everything works out in the end.
Yeah, but all those other times I was going for innocent people like me, remember? That's just awful.
So, I assume this is going to be a central theme because it's called conflict of interest.
Yeah, probably.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I know your testimonies have done a lot of good lately.
Oh God.
Well, I would assume the scoop.
We gotta give her brownie points.
Yeah. Remember your big scoop? If it wasn't for your crazy paparazzi antics, all those people would still be out there.
But, hey, you're right. I guess my witnessing really was something special. Thanks a million, Mr. Wright.
Well, this case is over. I suppose the three of us should head home.
Will you be going back to Kurain, Maya? could, but I think I've got a better idea. You don't mind if I stay at the Write Anything agency for a while, do you?
Of course I don't mind. What are you, stupid? But wouldn't it be easier to base yourself in Kurain Village?
It doesn't matter where I am. My mother was completely missing for half the time she was master.
She's not wrong.
How hard could it be?
Not the best example to be using, Maya.
Come on, it'll be just like old times.
You say that every time you show back up.
And I owe it to you.
Owe it?
I wasn't there for you when you lost your badge. And after everything you've done for me...
Maya, nobody could have predicted what happened that day. Don't blame yourself for it.
A lot of people could have predicted what happened that day.
You're not wrong.
No, I have to make this up to you. Now I have a chance to do that.
Can you stop flashing?
No, I'm crackling with spiritual energy. You can't say no to that, can you?
We may have room for one more person.
So what, we've got Trucy, Apollo, and Maya in one office? Okay. Alright.
Let's not forget about Pearl when she shows up to clean everything.
Now we just need to find Edgeworth.
Can we not bring up Von Karma, please?
We're going to bring her up. She's going to be back, baby.
Baby steps, Maya, baby steps. Episode 0.
The voice
Everything.
of Obadiah. What?
Who's Obadiah Williamson?
So police want me testifying in Washington's trial when it comes up. Kind of funny how things got turned around on her like that, ain't it? I sure done enjoyed my little moment of awesome nabbing all those lowlifes. Don't worry none, I won't let it all get in my head.
Okay.
I gotta do it fast.
Yeah, I know. Darth Wider.
What the fuck? Omega Vitamin C.
Oh, they got Silent Bob to help him out?
Fuck, with random advice? I guess Mr. Wright smashed through my testimony again, but I shouldn't be too upset. We got the right person in the end, after all. I hope this isn't going to cost me another salary cut.
It will.
I can't do it anymore. I can't eat ramen.
What you got against ramen?
He eats it all the time. I eat it all the time.
I like how you said he eats it all the time in his voice.
I think it's really exciting to have Maya here with us. She and I always did get along well.
When did you
think
ever
Holly would like
interact?
her? I guess they were never really introduced. Hey, have you ever noticed this? I'm over 10 years older than Trucy, but we look almost the same age. I'm not complaining, youthful looks definitely have their advantages. But this can't be normal, right? Maybe there was some kind of freak Magatama-related time traveling incident. We just don't realize it yet.
When did Trucy and Maya ever interact?
I have no clue.
Like, I don't even know when they met before the 5th or the 6th game. Did they even meet in the 6th game? I know Pearl and Trucy knew each other.
Gosh. Can't say anything without spoiling 6.
We got...
You want him?
I don't know. I don't really do a very good Bane voice.
Damn, that hot woman. Those people are bringing in a lot of money. Neither do I.
Should we do something about her?
Oh no. What would be the point? Believe it or not, money is the least of my worries right now. And I think this ordeal taught her a lesson. It scared the daylights out of her.
If that's what you want.
We'll continue this later. I have people I need to talk to.
Understood. I'll keep in contact.
Keys, has Parker arrived yet?
Yes, Mr. Rivals. Rivales.
Rivale.
He just got here.